What is up? We're another episode of the Inner Circle. And again, if you are out the circle, better hop in the circle because we got some juice today.
Some juice. What's up? What's up, Michelle? What's up, Wade Simmons, joining us
What's,
tonight in the Inner Circle? What's up, guy? How you
what's
doing?
good with you? Doing pretty good. How about yourself?
We're doing good. We're doing good. Excited to have you on. We always love having guests on. We love having meeting new people, connecting with new people. But how was your guys' weekends? How you guys doing? Like, how was the weekend?
Oh, man, was like extremely busy. I worked and worked and worked and worked.
Oh my goodness. I was at a beer fest.
I did. I saw those snaps. I saw those snaps. I'm like, oh my god. She has a sombrero and everything. I was like, oh, I'm so jealous.
Yes. I think I might have like tasted, sampled. Well, I would say it's supposed to be a sample, but I kid you not, like the glass cups were like this. So it was like basically drinking like flight drinks. You know how they give you flight drinks?
Yep.
I like tasted 18 different types of beer.
Wow.
It was crazy.
How are you feeling?
How did I survive? I don't know, but PPD Donuts was there. They pulled up with the truck, and I was looking at all the donuts they had. I'm like, can I have all your donuts?
What about you? Oh yeah, you already said. My bad. You already said what you did. You worked. I did as well. Well, Saturday was way too hot. It was way too hot to do anything. I think I just chilled most of the day. I didn't have much to do. I was like, I am not going out. What's up, Ashley? Ashley's on. She's saying, "What's up?" Hi, everyone.
Hey.
But no, and then Sunday I had a lifeguard training.
Nice.
I don't know if anybody knows, but I lifeguard during the summertime, and we're actually recruiting lifeguards right now to join us. So we actually had some training, and that's what I did Sunday. So yeah.
Oh, nice. How long have you been doing the lifeguard?
I avoided the sun. And I had training on Sunday. So I've been doing lifeguarding for a long time since my junior year of high school. And we're not gonna go back that far. we just gonna leave it at that. But yeah, no, like it's been getting hot, like 90s over here. I don't know over there by Illinois. I don't know if you already mentioned on the live. I know we talked privately and stuff like that, but how was it this weekend? I know over here was like close to like 90 or something.
I mean, the weather's kind of been inconsistent. Like we had a couple of sunny days, a couple of gloomy days, a little bit of rain. So it's Chicago for you. So the weather's kind of inconsistent, to be honest.
Yeah, Mother Nature can't make up her mind. She cannot.
For real. Saturday was hot. I always remember drinking those beers, and I'm just like, oh my god, I'm about to pass out.
And you know what's bad about drinking like alcohol while like you're outside in the sun is that the drunkenness, it's more intensified because you're sweating now. You're sweating more, so all that beer that you're putting into your system, you're actually just sweating it out, I guess. Yes, we gotta drink water, but yeah, I don't know, something like that. I'm probably talking shit. I'm probably talking on my ass right now, but it's something like that. Somebody correct me. Somebody let me know. But I know it's something like that. But no, it's some devastating. Well, not. We had a good time, but there was actually some bad news that happened. I'm not exactly sure when it happened, but
on the 24th yesterday.
24th yesterday, yeah. Oh, yesterday.
Yeah.
My days blend in, but not to like laugh in a moment like this, but yeah, there was a shooting. 18-year-old, an 18-year-old suspect. I believe his name was Salvador Ramos. 18 years old. Another kid, pretty much. Another kid shooting another kid. Went into a Texas elementary school and basically shot up the place, killed 19 kids and two adults. Yeah, it's sad, and I know me and Wade were talking about it off air, and we were mentioning how like they're just angels pretty much. Like they had no malice in them, no like. They're like, I don't know, like they're very. When I see kids, I feel like they're so angelic, like they don't have no ill will towards nobody. They don't know they don't really know hate, anything like that. And then for them to just it was just sad. Yeah.
It was so sad. I saw it on the news and I'm just like legit I was watching my show, so I was telling you guys about my show and stuff like that. And I was watching my show and I had to pause my show and I'm just feeling so my heart was so heavy because I'm looking at my son and he's in elementary school. He's in the second grade and I'm just wow, these are second graders. This is, my son. I'm picturing my son somebody trying to shoot him and I'm just wow, what did he do to deserve getting shot? And I think I also heard that it was all a fourth grader class.
Yeah, man,
got shot.
Crazy.
Yeah, and then it's my niece, she's in the fourth grade and she's 10 years old and I'm just wow, that's crazy. You drop off your kids at school, they're getting their education. You're not worrying about their safety because it's school and you would want them to
can't make up her mind.
You're thinking that they're safe at school because they have all these safety. And this happens and it's just and today I drop off my son at school and I'm just looking around are the doors locked? Are they locking doors? What's going on to make sure that all the other schools are safe? And I also saw that a lot of celebrities were commenting on the situation and saying, thoughts and prayers are not enough. When is something going to be put in place that prevents this from happening? Because it's something that is constantly happening. There's a lot of shootings that's been happening lately. So it's just what is being done about it?
Yeah, I mean, it was really crazy because I was walking downstairs and me and my coworker, we talk about that a lot. Lately, it's been a lot of shootings. We just had one at Walmart, right by my house.
Wow.
Crazy. I mean, it wasn't a whole lot of people involved, but the fact that you can't go in a public place and be safe, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, and especially like your kids, something that can be prevented. I feel like that's something that's preventable.
Yeah.
And it's you can't even send your kids to school and be safe anymore. How does somebody get access into the school? Were they nobody securing the doors, no check-in, no nothing? How did this person just easily walk in to an elementary school with, I don't know if he had 2 guns or 1, but I know they found 2, I believe. They found 2 in his home or something like that. Or he purchased 2 on his birthday because he just turned 18 not too long ago.
Yeah.
He just turned 18 not too long ago, and right after his birthday, he ended up going to the store and buying the weapons, the 2 guns that he had.
That's crazy.
I heard stories that he was bullied in school and stuff, and that he also shot his grandmother before going to the school.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe she was trying to stop it, and he shot her because. Why else would you shot your own grandmother? And then go up a school.
Yeah. So so Texas Senator. Yeah. So State Senator on Wednesday said a law enforcement briefing revealed details about the weapon used in the school attack that killed 19 children and 2 teachers, according to Fox. They say Salvador Ramos legally acquired 2 AR-style rifles days after his 18th birthday. He bought 1 rifle from a federally licensed gun dealer in the area on May 17th, according to state police. The next day, he bought 375 rounds of ammunition and bought a second rifle on May 20th. Officers recovered one of the rifles from Ramos' truck and backpack with ammunition near the school's entry.
Wow.
So it's that should be a red flag. How can somebody buy a weapon and that much ammunition right back to back? I understand that, but or at least it should be a red flag. Or at least he just bought in 2 weapons within a couple days from each other.
Premeditated, yeah.
And especially somebody that young, that should be a red flag. You just turned 18, now you're buying all these weapons.
Yeah.
I don't know. It has to be something, or maybe we should I'm not saying that maybe it was his age or something like that, but why don't we regulate gun ownership, kind of like what we do with alcohol? Wait till they're 21. And I'm not saying that will justify or that will fix anything, because I don't know if he's the first case or the only case that it's an 18-year-old, but at least like for an 18-year-old to just be able to go out and just buy 2 guns randomly like that and just be like an 18-year-old, like, but that easily, I don't know, I'm not comfortable with that.
Yeah, they should definitely be stricter. Like they should at least give out guns to those that are like in law enforcement that would use it, security guards that do use it and stuff like that. But then those that don't have a job that pertains to actually having a gun, like they should actually go through more requirements than what is required. Because I know people that got their gun license, and I'm just like, what? Like, you didn't even pass high school.
For an 18-year-old to just be able to go out and just buy 2 guns
to get
randomly
your license. It's just crazy.
It's kind of rough because you really never know who gonna snap,
Yeah, and that's the thing too.
That's the sad part.
Yeah. So what's up, Ashley? I'm checking YouTube as well. We're also on YouTube for anybody checking out. But what's up, Ashley, on YouTube? I don't know. Like, how do you guys feel with? Now, with that being said, a lot of people are calling for repealing the Second Amendment, which is the right to bear and own and bear arms as a citizen. Like, how do you guys feel about that? Like, do you feel like, because it kind of, that's an argument that people are using as why people should freely be able to buy weapons,
I mean, it's kind of a touch and go because, to be honest, you never know people's motives, And I mean, we don't really have no radar that tell us like this person is good, this person is bad. So it's kind of like, it is something that you can try to do about it. But I mean, I just wish it was like something we could do to like, make sure that people are like sane or whatever. I don't know. It's kind of tough,
Yeah, I mean, sane. First of all, they should be a mental health check evaluation before you're able to buy a weapon. Something that can kill other people. Yeah. Like, you should have to go. But then I don't know. But then it's tricky because of the Second Amendment as well. Because then who's to say? I don't know.
Or maybe make it where like certain type of weapons are not available to the public. Maybe those type of weapons are only in the hand of like policemen. And I mean, I know people feel a certain type of way about that, but at least it may curb some stuff.
I feel like what we need to think for ourselves. I'm not sure if senators and people that make laws probably have already been thinking about this, but I feel like us as like civilians, like we should take into account like what do we feel comfortable with, like even if we personally don't feel comfortable ourselves owning it, what is a compromise where we feel comfortable enough, like okay, like a pistol, like like what is a pistol like used for, like why would somebody need an AR like 15
that's what I'm saying,
like we have to evaluate like what would be the use of that or the purpose of somebody owning one of those weapons, like is it used for hunting, is it used for that? So I feel like we just, because it's, I don't know, I see, and I always try to see both sides of the story to everything, and I do understand people want their Second Amendment right, to bear and own arms. And I keep saying that backwards or wrong, but yeah, I don't know.
I think going through a mental evaluation would do like at least cut down on those people that might have a mental, thing going on. I went for my psychological exam on Monday for a job, and I was there for like 6 hours.
Nice.
6 hours.
Wow.
It's good to know that they're doing stuff like that, though.
Yeah, that's what they should be doing for a gun. Like, going to a psychological exam. Like, are you psychologically capable of owning a weapon? And actually, if someone was to come into your house, are you able to, make those decisions that this is the moment that I need to shoot somebody? Are you psychologically feel threatened? Not someone walks into my house and I'm going to shoot them, like without actually feeling.
Or maybe what they can do is just start like watching people that buy a certain amount of ammunition, just put them on the watch list. I mean,
Like if somebody buys a certain amount of ammunition, like it should be automatically like alerted
Yeah.
to like the authorities or something. Be like, okay, this person bought such and such ammunition. Like, you know, just
And
so.
I mean, I'm not saying that everybody that does is gonna do something bad with it, but at least they can regulate it a little bit better and watch people, you know.
Yeah, that's a good point. I like that. I like that point. So John says, don't repeal the second, but regulate what they can buy. Do what New Zealand did. No assault weapon. They did a buyback. So I guess they did a buyback where if somebody had one, they would be able to sell it back and get money back for it. I kind of I can compromise on something like that. You know, like no assault weapons. You know, like, or with what reason would you need to have one? You know, like what would be the purpose for it? But I know when you buy it, in order for you to buy a weapon, I think you have to go through training first.
Yeah,
you have to go through training first. So that's a good thing for me. Like, I think personally, it's a good thing they do training. The psychological part, I think that's something that can be added just to make sure that we are giving proper weapons, not denying them, but just seeing the type of mentality of the person who's owning that gun, so we can then kind of like an alert system, like, okay, this person buying a weapon, this is what they were evaluated at. Keep an eye on this person. Somebody buys such and such ammunition, you know, like.
But maybe that's something that they don't want to do, because I'm always trying to look at it like from both point of views. Like, maybe, you know, having somebody sign off saying that this person is, you know, mentally capable of having a gun, and they're signing off on it, and then they go do something. Like, you know, is the person that signed off on this person being able to actually carry a gun held accountable for signing off on a person like that, you know? So it's like, maybe they don't want to have people be held accountable for other people's actions.
Yeah. I mean, and I think I think they shouldn't do that either, but I really think they should like watch people that got like a certain amount of, because like, what do you need all the ammunition for? You know?
Yeah,
that is true. Especially at 18 years old. Like, what are you doing?
Especially at 18. That's what I'm saying. Like it's okay. Like, I understand. Like, at 18, yeah, you do have a right to own a weapon. But if you're gonna buy two weapons 2 days apart from each other, I don't know. To me, that would give me a red flag. Like,
yeah,
because that's still an 18-year-old. You know, like some of that, it's not. You know, I don't know.
But me personally, I don't really. To me, age doesn't matter. I just think in general they should just, you know, kind of just start watching. Period.
Yeah.
Especially if somebody.
No, go ahead.
I'm sorry. No, because if somebody buying that much ammunition, I mean, come on, man. What you gonna do with all that?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what. But I was gonna say that's what they should start checking social media, tap phones, whatever they got to do just to like be, you know, where, I mean, you know, you hate for them not to go to that measure, but at this point, I mean, I think that's about all you can really do, because again, anybody could snap, you know. So
yeah. So let's see. Zach said mental health check. Yes, psychological help. We definitely agree with that. 100%. Definitely needs to be added. Jacob says Second Amendment all day way. I agree with you as well, bro. Same thing. We just have to find a compromise in between. But
yeah, because it's not the guns, it's the people with them. You know what I'm saying? So
yep. I mean, guns don't kill people. People kill people. So
Jacob says we are imperfect human. No system or structure will be perfect.
That's true.
Ashley, I'm reading your comment, but I don't know how to do that. You have to send me a message privately to let me know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. Jacob says even if we get rid of guns, people will find ways to get a hold of them. That is true.
Actually, he's right.
I agree with that 100%.
And that's why I think not taking away people's right to bear arms, because people should have that right, but I think that if they just like start watching people more, at least they can be like more aware, more prepared to prevent something like that, you know.
Yes, I definitely agree with that. I can understand how everyone feels some way, but the system and life won't change, guys. That's true.
That's true too. Yeah,
people are killing people. It's not with people that are law-abiding citizens. People are killing people with illegal guns. People are getting hold of guns that are not. People are getting a hold of guns that are not even theirs and shooting them.
Yeah.
I'm not. Like there are some cases like this where it is registered to a person and stuff like that. But majority of the cases that you find is not even the person's weapon. That they're killing you with.
That's true, yeah.
So in a way, why are we going to punish law-abiding citizens that are doing what the Second Amendment allows them to do, because of something that other people are doing is not fair, So
I mean, but in this case, he was 18 years old and he legally got the weapon. So it's not that he didn't get the weapon. I feel like everybody is entitled to get a weapon after the age of 18 or whatever age in whatever state. But I feel like if we were to put in that mental evaluation stuff into play, at least reduce the percentage of possibly having a shooting.
Yeah.
Same thing with drugs. Drugs, like there's clean drugs out there and there's dirty drugs out there. So it's like, you have doctors that prescribe drugs and then you have those people on the streets that also prescribe drugs,
Yeah, but maybe like, since we have all this technology in the world, maybe like what we just talked about, when a person buys that much type of stuff, track the gun down, see where they're going,
Yeah.
And that way, hopefully the police might be able to meet them there. Like if they're going somewhere like they normally wouldn't go, but you have somebody to meet them there because like we got all this technology for phones, right?
Yeah. And so they also track money too. They also track money
like that,
Yeah.
They track money when they rob banks and stuff.
Absolutely. All that they're gonna check. That
oh, yeah.
unfortunately that means more to the politicians than the people.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Yep. Don't mess with the money they trying to steal.
I agree. I agree because I swear, like you'll see somebody get murdered on TV, and then it's like, okay, they still haven't found the killer, but then someone robs the bank. They find who robbed the bank.
Girl.
Because they can track everything else. I mean, they have it even in cars now. So why not somebody got AR-15? Well, we watching this guy. Why is he going to a school? Okay, let's go over there. I mean, he may not be going to do nothing, but at least you could, because they can track it.
Or even have a system where it's like, okay, like you have this school, and at high schools and middle schools they have a police officer there, or elementary schools, I'm not sure. It's like, okay, have this school in the map, and then you see this little red dot which indicates that is the officer in green, and then you have that other gun that's also being tracked that's all in red approaching the school, and in the school, and it's like that should like show up like boom boom red. There's somebody in the in the building with an unregistered vehicle to the unregistered weapon. That should like show up like in the building.
Yeah, I mean, because we have the technology to do it, right? But I don't know if they'll be willing to invest it in that.
They should. They should.
They should. But
hope Elon Musk is watching us right now.
So Michelle, you brought up a good point about like the police officers at the school, SRO officers being at the school. A lot of people are against that as well, especially like in our city. A lot of people are protesting having SRO officers at schools, because they make students feel unsafe having a police officer at the school. Yeah, I feel like that's an issue. Like to think that when you go to a bank, like we were talking about, they're gonna protect their money. You have somebody there with a gun protecting that entrance. You go to a federal building, you got to go through a metal detector. There's people there with guns. You go to City Hall, you go to all these places. All these people are protected, but the young minds, the kids that can't actually protect themselves, the people that are most vulnerable from anybody. They don't want to put like SRO officers at the schools to protect our kids at any level, elementary school, middle school, high school. We should be protecting our kids. These are going to be the future leaders of the world. These are going to be our future, contributors to the community. We should be protecting them just the same way we protect the banks, just the same way we protect these politicians, just the same way we protect these federal buildings. Why can't we protect our kids? What's the issue?
Yeah, because money can be replaced. People can't.
Yeah, 100%.
But I don't know, but something has to happen. I think we definitely need to bring this. This is a perfect example of why we need SRO officers in schools. I
Yeah, I mean,
understand. I understand that people have like a certain feeling towards police officers, but at some point you have to deal with reality. Because if you don't deal with it in school, when you go out of school in the real world on a daily basis, you're gonna deal with these officers regardless of what. When you go out in the public, So
yes,
like we have to educate our kids that in the real world, this is what it's like, you know?
yeah,
So when they go out there in the real world, it's not such a shock to them and be like, well, I didn't know this was going to happen. I didn't know this is how the world was, like,
yeah.
let's set our kids up to succeed and let's protect our kids. The same way we
Yeah,
protect our banks and our politicians.
100%.
So,
I feel my son's school is actually right next to a police department.
oh, yeah.
A headquarters police department. So I feel somewhat safe, but at the same time, it's like, doesn't matter if the police department is right in the corner, right there, like, 2-minute walk from his school, but because anything can happen.
That's true. Yeah.
Yep. I don't know. But, so, anyways, I was reading a comment. Zach said, "I've been for president."
Yeah, I mean, you got my vote, man. To be honest.
So, tradition in the inner circle here. Every time we have a new guest, we want to get to know you a little bit more. I know Michelle wasn't here last week, so she might have another two truths and a lie. But we're gonna welcome our guest with a little game.
Right.
All right. So, two truths and a lie. Our boy over here is gonna say 3 statements. 2 of them are gonna be a truth. 2 of them are gonna be truth, and 1 of them is gonna be a lie. And if before we get into that, if you didn't watch last week's episode with Angelica Waters, watch it. We had a good time playing this game. She actually gave 2 lies and 1 truth, but I still figured out both.
Oh.
But I still figured out both lies. I was like, wait, 2 of them don't sound. I don't believe. But I still see. I got it. So let's see how my boy does. 2 truths and a lie. 3 statements. 2 lies. 1. No, 2 truths. 1 lie. Go ahead.
So I was undefeated in wrestling.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. All right. Look at this. Another topic. Go ahead.
Let's see. I produced a really big film.
I like that little smile.
I know. I know. Go ahead.
And the other one would be, that's kind of tough.
Go ahead.
So the other one would be, I'm a dangerous wrestler to work with.
Dangerous wrestler to work with.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the middle is a lie. You talk too much about wrestling.
Yes, the 2 of them match. 2 of them are about wrestling.
Right?
1 of them is not about wrestling. So I think the one that's not about wrestling is the lie.
Right?
Yep, you're correct. I guess I'm a bad liar, right?
Yes. That was good. But you know what? You kept 2 of them, like Michelle said. 2 of them were the same. I'm like, 2 of them must be real, and it has to be those 2. So yeah. So talk about wrestling. We're all wrestlers. Michelle was a wrestler too. I was a wrestler as well in high school.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So that's what's up. That's great. That's good. So Michelle, you have a 2 truths and a lie? You
I put on lotion every single day. I'm thinking. I enjoy going to concerts, and I like the color black.
You enjoy going to concert. That's a lie.
That's a lie. What do you think, Ivan?
Ooh, the first one is a lie.
The first one's a lie?
Yeah.
The first one is a lie.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I'm like, I know she likes black. I'm pretty sure she told me that before. I know she just came from a concert. I know she had a bomb ass time. I know she had a good ass time. Wait,
yes.
Wait, you should have waited for me to answer first.
Right?
I'm like, I know she went to a concert and she just had a good ass time, telling me all about it, made me jealous. So, yeah, the second one's a lie.
The first one is a lie.
I mean, yeah, the first one's a lie. The second one is true. The second one is true.
I looked at the lotion bottle. I'm like, damn, that lotion's been sitting there for like 2 years now.
All right. Ready. So, when I was younger, what up, Derek? What up, what up, what up? Oh, Derek Merriquin's on.
Hey, what is up?
Michelle and him wrestled in the same team, I believe.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, okay, back. Okay, so wait, did I already say my first one?
No.
Okay, so my first one. Sorry, I had it in my head. I just forgot. Income has nothing to do with your favorite color. Zach said income has nothing to do with your favorite color. I don't know what that means.
Income has nothing to do with your favorite color.
Talking about green money. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but yes. So when I grew up, I didn't know any English. All I spoke was Spanish. I actually didn't learn English until my mom met my youngest sister's father, which he taught me English. That's how I learned English. So I was one of those I don't know what you're saying type of thing, I guess, but I spoke only Spanish. 2, I once fell on stage when I was doing acting. I rolled backwards on stage and fell and hit the lady in the first row. I was so embarrassed. Yes. And 3, I went snowboarding once, and I was like, I'm pretty good skating and everything like that. My friends took me to the top of the hill. It was, I don't know where it was. I think it was in New Hampshire, but yeah, I went to the top of the hill on my snowboard my first time, and I tried to slide down the hill, and I kept falling all the way down. It was the longest trip, and yeah, my ass was sore, my head hurt, my arms from falling so much. But yeah, those are my three statements.
This one's even difficult for me because the first one you learn English after a certain age. And I'm like, that could be a lie, but then it's like he's Puerto Rican, so I don't know.
I'm gonna say maybe the last one.
The last one. I'm gonna say the second one because that's crazy.
The second one?
Yeah, that you rolled backwards.
Yeah, because I was trying to climb. I was trying to climb the steps. I was trying to climb the steps up, and it was like steps. I missed the step, and I fell backwards, and I rolled into the lady in the front seat.
Damn.
John asked if I peed myself snowboarding. No, I didn't. So the reason why he said that was because last week that was one of my statements was that when I went skydiving, I peed right before I jumped on the plane because I was scared. That's why you asked. Good one, John. Derek says cap. Which one? The second one, Derek? I think Derek's saying cap to the second one as well. Michelle, you still sticking to the second one?
I'll stick to the second one. This one's hard.
What about you?
I'm going with the third one.
You going with the third one? The snowboarding one?
Yeah.
All right. I did go snowboarding, and I did go to the top of the mountain, and I slid down. I did not know what I was doing. I busted my ass. I could not wait to get to the bottom. So that is true. It is true that I also Spanish was my first language, and I didn't really learn English until later on. I was actually in ESL classes until I believe the 5th grade, when I switched over to regular English classes. And yes, I did not fall. I did slip on stage, but I never fell backwards on stage.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Yeah, nah, not me. But yeah, moving on. So another state set to legalize recreational marijuana.
Rhode Island.
So Rhode Island is set to legalize recreational marijuana. After months of according to MSN, after months of negotiation between lawmakers, advocates, and stakeholders, and the governor's office, in less than 24 hours after lawmakers overwhelmingly passed the legalization bill, Governor Dan McKee signed the measure, which promises automatic expungement of past marijuana possession conviction and serves as a quarter of new retail store license for minority communities disproportionately hurt by the war on drugs. So yeah.
So did he already sign it, or they gave it to him?
He signed it today.
Oh wow!
On his Twitter, he tweeted, "Today I signed the Rhode Island Cannabis Act, legalizing and safely regulating cannabis in our state. This bill successfully incorporates our priorities of making sure legalization is equitable, control, and safe."
I thought I saw like something about 60 something against like 13 votes in like a certain group of people in the state, and then a different type of group in the state, and it was like 31 versus 6. So I was like, yeah, I think this is probably gonna pass.
Yeah, a lot of people are not happy with it. A lot of people are. Like I said, I've always been an advocate for, like, I think everybody can make their own decisions on what they can do, especially if it's not harmful. If people are using it for medical reasons, if people are using it for recreational reasons, like, set a limit to it. Like, regulate people on it, just like you regulate alcohol. Like, it's not. Yeah, it's not something that is like chemically made or anything like that. It's something that it just like Kevin Hart said. I'm not Kevin Hart. Cat Williams. It just grows in the ground, and we just smoke it, and it just, has a certain effect, No, but seriously, like, it just. So yeah, Derek said so many dispensaries are opening. Yes, I agree. So I don't know what's gonna happen with all these street dealers. They gonna go out of business.
Oh, I also saw that. They're gonna be able to grow marijuana, like, for like.
I think you're allowed. I think you're allowed to grow one. You're allowed to have one plant per adult. I feel. Okay. I think I read it somewhere like that. Don't quote me on it. Or if somebody's watching that knows, definitely let us know.
I know there was one of the decision makers, the one that voted, somebody that voted, they mentioned, like, they don't feel that it's a bad thing, but they also, like, wonder how it's going to be with, like, what the protocol will be when they're driving under the influence of marijuana. Like, what's going to happen then? There's going to be an increase on that. So I'm not sure.
Derek said 12 plants per card holder. Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. That's like a forest. You don't need a whole bedroom, a whole extra bedroom apartment for that. Right. It's too expensive right now. 2-bedroom, you're paying a whole paycheck and a half for the other one. It's like, yeah, I got an extra room just for the 12 plants. That is crazy. Holy shit. You don't even have to buy your own anymore. You just got to walk through people's neighborhoods and just be like, oh shit.
Knock on the door. Hey, you got marijuana.
Where you going? I'm just gonna walk by Broad Street, just walk through the neighborhood, just get that contact high.
You know how
from everybody in their 12 plants.
Right? You know how neighbors go next door to be like, hey, can I borrow some sugar? Hey, can I borrow some marijuana?
Can I have some butter and a nugget? Can I get a little nug with the butter and milk? I'm trying to make some cookies. No, but I don't know. How do you? What do you think, Wade? How you feeling about that? I know you're over there. I don't know. Is it legal in Chicago or like how is it?
I don't think they did it just yet here.
Yeah.
But I mean, for medical purposes, I mean, why not? I mean, personally, I don't use it, but I mean, people have a choice,
Yeah, I don't use it either, but I always think people should just have a choice to do whatever they want to do.
But I'm wondering, are they gonna let everybody out of jail once they legalize it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Zach said, "I didn't know what a nugget was until now." See, in a circle, educational, informative, fun, and chill. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, to each their own. Let people do their thing, and
Yeah, I mean, it's their choice,
it's a choice. Like let people live. You live once. Let people live. Let people be. But moving on to some exciting, action-packed wrestling. I'm gonna talk to my boy Wade about professional wrestling. So how did you well, you want to tell us a little bit about it, about yourself in pro wrestling?
Yeah, so I've been training since last year. I started out because I was gonna make a documentary about pro wrestling.
Okay.
And the guy named Steve Boz, he pretty well known professional wrestler. He when he found out I used to wrestle in high school, he was like, well, come in, man. And I went in and I met everybody, and there was a couple of other wrestlers there. And when I was sitting there watching them train, I'm like, it's pretty cool. So he like, well, you should think about maybe giving it a shot. So the fact that he believed in this clumsy guy, convinced me to wrestle. So I've been doing it ever since. So nice. I'm having a blast. Like I said, I met Scotty Too Hottie last Friday.
Okay. Oh, nice.
That was pretty cool. Yep. And then, one of the guys that wrestled with us, Scotty let him do the worm for him. So that was pretty cool.
That was cool. That must have been impactful for you. You must have been like, oh shit, like I'm always gonna remember this.
Yeah, and then I met Hornswoggle so far. That was pretty cool.
Nice. So yeah, like I don't know, Michelle, were you ever like a pro wrestler like fan, like a WWE when you were like growing up or anything? Or like
100%. I think I was in like 5th grade, and I remember when mom bought me a PSP and she gave me like SmackDown versus Raw game, and I was like so excited.
Look, I can climb up the top rope, elbows, boom.
Yes. The Undertaker is my favorite one. I don't know what it is about him, but he's just so good.
Oh man, yeah, it was.
Oh
fun.
yeah, Kane was my favorite.
Kane. Yeah, I used to. Who'd you like, Michelle?
Undertaker.
Undertaker, yeah.
Kane's brother.
Yep. I liked Undertaker. Undertaker was always my favorite. I also liked, let me see. I also like the ones that did like the high flying moves, like Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Lita. Lita was cool. Like the girl version with the long hair. Yeah, Lita was cool.
Yeah, I mean it's really fun though, like kind of like training and everything. But yeah, but you said high flyers. Do you remember this one wrestler named Funaki?
No.
Funaki.
I don't know.
He was like an Asian guy. He was like a jobber though. Like they like you can look him up. You might have, if you watched WWE back then, you would know who Funaki was.
Funaki, I'm gonna look him up right now.
I was gonna look him up too, but I'm on my phone. So, I can't even do that.
Funaki, pro wrestler. Let's see, pro wrestler. Oh, I see him. Yep. Okay, no, I don't really know. He kind of looks like the evil guy from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, like he was like a beat, he got beat up, but like he was a jobber, pretty much.
All right.
Yeah.
I should probably put this up on the screen so everybody can see it as well. So yeah, like let's see who else. So what do you play? Like as a wrestler, are you a heel or a face? And for anybody that doesn't know what a heel or a face is, you wanna explain to them what a heel or face is?
So honestly, I want to be a heel. My wrestling name is gonna be $1 Million Mortician. And if anybody want to know, I did actually go to school to be a mortician. I worked in funeral service for 11 years, so I mean, why not go with the gimmick? But it's not going to be like the creepy undertaker. It's going to be more like the businessman.
Okay. Come with me, I'll take your soul. So are you gonna be a heel or a face?
I'm definitely heel. You know, yeah, definitely heel.
All right. Have you worked on your a promo of yours or not?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know,
boy, you better give us the scoop right now. You better give us a show us one of your little promos for yourself. So
one of my promos would be because you know you got to make the crowd, like, if you're gonna be heel, you got to make them hate you. So you got to say something like, you know what, people, when royalty walks in the room, you stand up.
Okay, so you're gonna be like,
you know, you got to say something like that kind of rubs them the wrong way, you know.
Yep. Yeah, you do. You gotta make them like know that you don't like them. Like you're like I mean, not that you don't like them, that you like are like. It makes it seem like you're higher than them. Like,
yeah,
I'm walking in. Like, you better stand up.
Yeah.
Damn.
But being healed is more fun to me.
It is. I feel like even with acting, because not associating it with acting, but you know, but I feel like the heel gets the most of the attention because people hate him like the most.
Yeah.
You know, people hate him the most, and you get the most attention because you're the hated one. You know.
Yeah, like
and everybody wants to see you fail, and you're like, yes, I'm succeeded. Elbow, chop.
Yeah, like have you guys been watching like Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman actually?
I don't. You have?
No, I haven't.
I haven't. To be honest, I don't really watch like wrestling. I watch it like on YouTube, like for like entertainment, like if I'm taking a shit. Or like if I'm just like, you know, like watching, like I watch like the highlights and the funny stuff.
Yeah.
Like I love like to be honest with you, I watched like Ronda Rousey, like when she's on there, like
yeah,
you know, 'cause she went from MMA to that. I was like, let me see what she does like on the thing.
Yeah.
You know, like, but I love watching who else? I like watching I don't know, I like watching, to be honest with you, I actually do watch it. Not as often as committed as somebody that watches it a lot, but I did watch the Roman Reigns with the Paul Heyman and the other guy with the tattoos. The one that's with him, isn't there three of them? Is
Oh, those are his cousins, yeah, Jimmy and Jey Uso.
Yeah, I just don't know everybody's name, but I do watch it.
Yeah, but I mean, like right now, like Roman Reigns is really, like, he's really good at being a heel right now. Like, you know, and like I say, like, you know, kind of seeing people, you know, like interacting with the audience like that, like it makes it really more fun, you know.
Yep.
And life has kind of put me in a situation where, you know, and I got diagnosed with like this weird condition where my voice is like if I get stressed or nervous, my voice strains real bad. But when I get real happy, like it's normal, right?
Yeah.
So I had to like start doing things to make myself more happy. So, you know, wrestling is kind of like therapeutic for me right now.
Yeah. No, it is. To be honest with you, I did. There's actually I actually did a couple wrestling, like pro wrestling things as well. That's why, like, I used to jump off the top rope. I've been chopped. Oh, nice. I've been chopped. Those chops hurt. Like, if anything, anything, those chops. You know what chop is, Michelle? When they get you in the corner and they slap you in the chest. That shit hurts. That shit hurts. So I did do, when I was, I don't know, I think it was right after high school or something. One of my friends that used to work with me at Walgreens, because I used to work at Walgreens for a period of time, he was doing pro wrestling. He was like, "Oh, would you want to do it?" I came by, and it is fun. Like you have fun. You interact with everybody. You guys practice. Like you try new stuff, and then I had a good time. They put me in a Royal Rumble one time, and I got chopped by everybody on there. When I rolled out of that ring, there was a lady sitting in the front. She was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "I'm fine." I have fingerprints on my chest. Fingerprints. So yeah,
that's all I got.
Yeah, those chops. If anything, those chops. Yeah, you feel everything it's like skin to skin, just slapping you. Yeah. But
Damn.
I also did something that I also did. I tried Rey Mysterio's 369 or whatever that's called.
619.
Yeah, 619. I did that when you do the twirl. I did the Hurricanrana
cool.
a couple times, huh?
I said he was cool.
Yeah, you know, like I want it to be something like that, like a Rey Mysterio, like just running around the stage, like jumping all over the place, doing these crazy moves.
This little person just.
Hey, don't say little. They don't know I'm short. I look tall on camera. I look.
No, I was talking about Rey Mysterio.
Oh yeah, Rey Mysterio. Okay, yeah, sorry. Delete all those comments. I retract that. I retract that. No, but yeah, no, it was fun. You know what? And like, if I ever had like some time, like that was something I would do, like once in a while, like just like when some friends were like, "Hey, let's go do this really quick." I'm like, "I'm down. Let's go amp up the crowd real quick." What's up? What's up?
It's a lot of fun.
I feel like I can still do it. I feel like I can still do it if I wanted to. I feel like what happened?
I might have to like try to join.
Yeah, Michelle. There you go. Let's go.
That'd be awesome.
Oh, we could be like the interracial like tag team where we fight like other couples, like other like boy and girl like, thing. Boom, beat them up. We have like a little gimmick.
Yeah, we can actually have a faction. I can manage you guys.
There you go. With that voice, when royalty comes in, you stand up, and then Mimi will come in like,
yeah,
let's get it. What's going on? Stand up, bitches. Give me that chair. No, but it would be fun. I would definitely like to do it. I think it would be fun to do it again. Just now that we're talking about it, I remember I did have a good time. I remember one time when I jumped off the top rope. I think you're not supposed to have your elbows locked when you jump off the top rope to like hit the rope.
Yeah, you're right.
And I had my elbow. I did like a frog splash one time, and I had my elbows locked, and I felt that whole impact on my elbows. I was like, "Fuck, that shit hurt." Yeah. We're gonna get into the game really quick, but one thing that I also remember is one thing that you do not do in pro wrestling is you do not want to be stiff. You do not want to stiff someone.
Oh man, you telling on me now. That's why I'm dangerous to work with.
You want to explain to Michelle what being stiff in pro wrestling means or is? If you want to, you don't have to.
So in other words, because Michelle, you wrestle for real, right?
Yes.
So everything that you learned in real wrestling, throw it out the window.
Damn.
Because for real, you can't be stiff.
Yep.
Like, you got to be real loose. Like,
yep.
You got to be so loose like that.
I've got
Jello, like
Jello, pretty much. You got to be very loose.
We'll explain to you off camera. But I did that a couple times when I started, and I got it back. I got hit right back. They were like, "Oh yeah, come over here." Boom.
They did.
I was like, "Oh shit." Yeah.
Yeah, they did. They did me the same way. So I'm like, why don't you just call me Mr. Stiffs?
Yeah. It's definitely something, especially coming from wrestling. Like it's an adjustment. You have to adjust. That's what. Let's just say it like that. You have to adjust. It's an adjustment that you have to make.
Yeah, but you know, it's a lot of fun and like, to see some of the people like this, like wrestling with us, like go to AEW and stuff. Like, I think that's amazing, you know.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. I'm gonna have to try it out because Ivan has been so excited talking about and another thing. I definitely gotta try it out. I'll be like Ivan pretty soon. And I did this and I did that.
Honestly, I always say you gotta try everything in life. You gotta try everything.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, because like time waits for nobody. So, you know, you got to make the most of time, you know. I mean, so whatever you want to do in life, you know, sometimes you got to just go for it, you know.
Yeah, just do it. Just do it. If you want to do it, just be like, fuck it, I'll do it. And that's exactly what happened. I was working with my friend. He was like, I'm going to wrestling wrestling practice. And I'm like, all right, I'll go with you. I'll try it out. It's a good time. It's a good time. You definitely build like a different type of friendship. Like you build like
you get to meet a lot of cool people.
Yeah.
And I mean, you get to meet people from all over the world, and like, you know, because it's like really amazing because like I know like the first pro wrestling show that I went to that you know part of the the organization that I'm with, it was like a female wrestler like named Megan Bain and like Billy Starks, and then I look them up. I'm like, oh yeah, they're pretty much out here doing their thing, like, you know. So it's kind of nice to see like a lot of young up and coming talent. You know, because again, like we grew up watching people like The Rock, Stone Cold, you know, Mankind and all them. But to think about it, like where we are, a lot of them started in those type of things, you know. And I mean, that's the fun thing about it. Like you just get to meet a lot of people that's like living their dream. Like, and I know, like you said, you like the Undertaker. Like if you heard his speech,
I love it.
Like he talked about how, like he talked about how he played basketball. And at one point in his life, he was like miserable or whatever. And you know, his brother told him, like, you know, look, you can't live your life for other people. You got to live your life and do what you wanted to do. And like from his brother telling him that, he ended up becoming one of the like well-known pro wrestlers, you know?
Yep. It's the eyes, it's the darkness, and then taking off the hat, and then just like his hair and just his eyes, like, oh my God.
And I mean, his gimmick was so special. Like, you know, there'll never be truly another Undertaker, you know? I mean, or another Kane, you know. So
yes, they won't never be.
Or even another
Mankind,
Rock, you know?
or even a Mankind. Remember Mankind?
Oh, yeah, Mankind, Dude Love, Cactus Jack. He was all of them guys.
Yeah, multiple. That guy was not. He was like, he loved wrestling that much. Probably he wanted to just always be on there. Be like, I'll do this character. I'll do this character.
Yep, Dude Love. He was like a whole lot of different people.
Yeah, he loved it. But all right, it's that. Oh, yeah, no. Sorry, we already talked about it. I was like, wait, did we already talk about that? We did. It's that time of the night. We're going to end up playing another game. We're going to bring out the Wheel of Games. That's going to decide what game we're going to play tonight. Wade, we have a wheel coming up. Whatever game comes up, that's the game we're going to play tonight. Are you ready, boy?
I'm ready.
Let's go. Let's spin this wheel. Oh, okay. It was gonna be Guess's Choice, but it's Never Have I
Ever. Ooh,
okay. Never Have I Ever. We know the rules to this game. I'm pretty sure. Wade, do you know the rules to Never Have I Ever?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So, while I set this up, you wanna let everybody know how they can find you? Well, first of all, before you do that, I want to thank you for coming on. Thank you for coming on. I know you've been like talking with me like back and forth about being on. I appreciate you coming on, and I think I had a good conversation. It was nice meeting you, and I hope you can come back anytime you want. You're more than welcome back. And for anybody that's watching, that's interested and wants to touch base with you, or get back to you, or maybe get to know you a little bit, let them know how they can find you.
So you can find me on Instagram, Wade Jedi 99. Also, I got like some film work on Vimeo, Wade Filmmaker 37s.
Yes.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
That's right.
I appreciate it.
That's all right. That's right. And we have to bring you back on because we have the filmmaking to talk about.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I feel like there's something we forgot to talk about. Filmmaking. He's my boy. My boy.
But you know what? But the earlier part of the conversation was much needed.
Yes, it was.
To me, that's far more important than anything else. You know.
It was needed. We needed to bring awareness to this. We needed to talk about it, and we needed to give our condolences because to 19 in one shot, that's 19 babies. That just like 19 empty beds, you know, that families have to deal with, and two adults. So our condolences to them, and their family, and in these hard times. So but yeah, it was much needed. But yeah, never have I ever. Yeah, so we're gonna say a statement. If you have something on you, you want to take a sip, or you want to just say never have I, that you never have, and you can let us know.
I got a little water left.
Me too. All right, let's go. Never have I ever. It's gonna start easy. They're gonna be random. Some are gonna be easy, and some are gonna be hard. Never have I ever wished I was an animal. I wanted to try it. I wanted to try to be an animal. I don't know.
Never. I never wanted to be an animal.
I feel like I did want to be an animal. I wanted to be a lion. Lion is my favorite animal. So.
Man.
I would like to be like one day to like explore and see how they like live, like, you know. But I don't want to be like that forever. Like, I don't want to be chasing food all day. Like, damn, I can't find nothing. I want to be able to just go to the store and buy it.
I mean, my favorite animal is the hyenas, but I don't think I would want to be one.
Okay, hyena. Why a hyena? That's
well, because they represent laughter, and I'm always laughing.
Oh yeah. Okay, was that right? No, the reason why I said that is I'm interested because, you know, everybody have different opinions, so I want to hear your opinion. Hyena, yeah, they are always happy. They're always laughing.
I mean, they're pretty cool, and plus, I like the fact that they give the lions competition.
They do, and I heard their bite is like really, really strong, and like they can break through like bones or something.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah,
You know?
I mean, I would never want to run into one, but I mean,
no, I've watched a lot of the Animal Planet, so I've seen what those MFs can do.
I watched Lion King.
I
watched Lion King, and they're evil. They're bad. All right. Next one. Okay. Never have I ever found dust in my belly button.
Dust? What?
You know, who's going through their belly button searching for stuff? Like, what's in here? Did I leave anything in here?
I'm gonna have to say me either on that one. I never had that happen.
Did I save something in my stomach? No, I never have I done that either. All right. Never have I ever caught my parents. That's it. I'm not gonna read the rest. I think I have.
Never have I ever called my parents.
Caught.
I mean, we've all pretty much
caught.
No, I have never.
Caught. No, my God. Never. Imagine that. I'd be like, no, I haven't spoken to my parents in like years. Like, and I'm all brave, like happy about it, like drinking my drink. No. Caught. Yes. I talked to my parents. I started talking to my dad right before I came on. All right, next one. Never have I ever played a video game the entire night.
No, I used to play video games all night. I can't lie on them.
I played till like 4 a.m. sometimes. I'd be like, shit, I got like school in like 2 hours.
They're very addictive, you know, depending on what you're playing.
Kind of like Michelle with the show. Like when you're trying to go to bed and you're like, damn, I can't watch. I gotta watch another episode.
Yeah.
It's because they reel you in so good at the end of the freaking episode. And it's just like, damn, I want to know what happened to Juan Pablo. Like, what happened to Juan Pablo?
For real. Shit. I can't go to bed without knowing. That's how they do with the same game with video games. Some of them they don't even let you. They like you can't save the game until you get to like the next checkpoint. So it's like, damn, I'm trying to go to bed. Like, if I go to bed right now and I shut it off, I'm gonna lose everything I did unless I get to the next checkpoint. So it's like, damn.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I just hate that.
Yeah. All right. Never have I ever greeted a stranger who I thought was someone else.
I have.
I've done that before.
I have.
I'm so blind. I'm like super blind that I like think I see somebody, but I don't. It's just like I go. I've gotten in a car thinking that is the car that I was looking for, and the people was like looking at me like, "Who are you?" And I'm like, "Oh shit, wrong car."
Yeah, I mean, I was waving to somebody the other day, like, "Hey," but from a distance, they look like somebody I know. When I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry, you're not." Well, I just played it off like I waved to everybody.
Right? I would have been like, "Hey," and then played it off like there's a fly. I'm like.
So speaking of blindness, I went to the eye doctor and I just realized I don't see from far away. He put the eye. He's like, "This is what you see. Can you see now?" I'm like, "Holy shit, that's clear." What the hell? I was like HZCPO. I was like, "Holy crap, I can read that." Yeah, no, but yeah, holy shit. Yeah, I definitely agree with people
There's
like
more to the world.
there's more. That's what that looks like. All right. So never have I ever picked a wedgie in public. Yes.
I have.
I have.
I mean, I have. I can't tell that. That's a very uncomfortable feeling.
Yeah. Whoever says no, you gotta be lying. All right. Never have I ever had food poisoning.
I have.
I've had it before. Not fun at all.
Maybe. I don't know how do you know if you have food poisoning? Do you have like a stomach ache
You
or
vomit.
Yeah,
You
vomit.
vomit. You have stomach ache
I'm pretty
and
sure.
diarrhea.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have. I'm pretty sure I have. Out of all my years of being alive, I'm pretty sure I have. All right. Never have I ever thought about what will happen. Well, not reading that one. Never have I ever talked to myself. Yes. I talk to myself all the time.
I do it all the time too.
Yeah. I feel like the best person to talk to is yourself sometimes.
Yeah.
Like you start thinking to yourself, you start thinking things through and you're like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should. All right. Never have I ever dreamed of being someone else. No.
Never.
No.
I've dreamt about being a superhero.
Okay. But that's you as a superhero, right? That's not you.
I mean, I guess that is someone else, but not realistically.
Yeah, I don't know. Never have I ever shared a toothbrush with anyone.
Oh, never that one.
Never.
Never that one.
I don't think I have. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. All right, two more. Never have I ever. That doesn't make sense. Never have I ever was I blackout drunk.
Never.
I should have said never have I ever been blacked out drunk.
So there is a story that I
have. She's like, first, let me start off by explaining something. Hold on.
It's all right. We're not gonna judge.
No judgment. Judgment-free zone.
So it was like Halloween, and I was probably 22 years old, 21, 22, around there. I went out to the club with my friends, and I got so wasted. I don't remember the car ride back to my house. I remember somebody like carrying me inside of my house and into my bedroom. And then I woke up again at one point and I peed in my bed. Yes, I peed on my bed. And then I was like, oh no, nobody can know that I peed on my bed. And I'm like trying to fix it and do something to it. And I turned around and my mom just watching me. And I'm just like, no. That me to be able to blackout drunk because I don't really remember nothing.
Oh,
except those little pieces.
Yeah, I shamefully maybe have, maybe. Maybe. All right, last one. Let's go. Michelle, you got one? Unless you guys have one. So I'm just reading some off of this list. Do you guys have some?
Never have I ever stolen from someone or.
From someone?
Yeah, someone could mean a business because someone also owns that business. So
true.
I have never. I would feel so guilty. So guilty.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think.
I did when I was little. No, when I was little.
Yeah.
I took a penguin out the store.
He's like, I'm pleading innocent right now. Before I say anything else, I am innocent. This video cannot be used against me. I was five. No, so, but I think me personally, no. But when I was a kid, maybe with my cousins, all of us being little, 6, 7. But me personally, grabbing something and be like, I don't think I did.
Yeah, no. If I ever did, it was not on purpose or anything like that. But if I was doing it on purpose, I swear, I'll be sleeping with my eyes open, oh my God, I just stole something.
Shame on you, Michelle. Shame on you.
Yes.
Go to bed,
My
bad
guilt
girl.
feelings.
That's when you talk to yourself. See, that's what them talking to yourself comes in play. All right. Let's see. One more, not that one. Never have I ever had never have I ever had the urge to taste detergent. Who the hell
Oh,
What?
who the hell would come up with that or write that? That's why I was like, wait, am I reading that right? Yes. Never have I ever had the urge to taste detergent, and that was the worst one to leave this to end the game with. But we just gonna end it right there before we drag this. So, Wade, thank you for coming on tonight. It was fun having you. Definitely good conversation on the beginning. Everything. Definitely good wrestling talk. I don't really get to talk to much people about wrestling, you know. I like so it's definitely like changes the tone and bring back some memories, you know. Undertaker, Michelle, like I remember like, you know, Stone Cold Steve Austin, you know.
Yeah, but
And
look,
that's the bottom line, cause Stone Cold said so.
But no, we got to get our faction going.
The what?
We got to get our group, our faction together.
There we go. We got to coordinate something. We got to come up, you know.
Yes.
We gotta make some nice ties, business attire, come down, and we gotta work on our promo so we can all come up with a video together and be like,
oh yeah, sounds good to me.
when you see me coming to that ring, you better be off that seat.
Yes.
And bow to the queen as she comes down.
Yeah, we can roll out a red carpet too.
Facts, you all you peasants, bow down to me.
Give me my water. So. But thank you for coming on. It was definitely a good time. You're more than welcome to come back anytime. We definitely got to have you on, talk about some film stuff. But yeah. Michelle, anything you want to say?
No, it was nice having you. It was a good conversation. Wrestling has always been something that I keep close to my heart because it's definitely helped me out when I was going through a tough time in high school, and you know, like it does so much more than it's more than just a sport, you know.
Yeah.
And we all have that in common. We didn't even know that. Well, me and Michelle knew we had that in common, but we didn't know.
like really, I feel like a really good connection with you all. So
yeah,
no, I look forward to coming back. You know.
Yeah, no, definitely. Even if like we got to have you come on for like a film, talk about film, maybe even wrestling. I actually had another guest that I had him on for like talking about fitness, and then he started talking about wrestling. We're like, oh shit, like we both wrestled. So
nice.
We'll definitely have like a wrestlers episode, and you know, talk about wrestling, talk about filmmaking, and you know, we'll have you on. But
sounds good.
Yeah.
But everyone, thank you for tuning in tonight. Definitely check out last week's episode with Angelica Waters. Talk about healing. Talk about her podcast, Heal with Angelica Waters. Tune in next week. In the meantime, make sure to subscribe. Share with your mama. Share with your daddy. Share with your baba. Share with everybody. You know, blah blah blah. The thing. Check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Twitter, Rumble, all those sites. We will see you next week. Peace. Bye.